These are the best tool deals that I could find on the internet to help you save the most money possible. I polled fathers and asked, what would you rather have? 94%, a vast majority wants tools over ties and socks. So there you go. First on the list is this, very cool. If you have no idea what to get dad or yourself, check out this. Tay Tools has their mystery boxes back in stock. Well, some of them are in stock because they're selling out fast. And I've seen some of the people posted what they're getting. There's some really nice tools in these boxes, and depending on what you pick, there depends on what price you're gonna pay. It goes all the way from $74.99 and it does go down to $44.99 depending on your budget. The higher the budget, then the more tools or different types of tools you're gonna get, and it's a mystery on what you're gonna get. So check these out. Link in the description and the pinned comments for all of these deals to help you find them easier. Let's go to number 2. This is Milwaukee's M12 Orbital Detail Sander, and it's on sale today only, June 13th. It ends at midnight tonight, so if you want one of these, get it now. This is $40 off the combo kit, so you're getting the battery, the charger, and the sander. This is one of my favorite sanders. As much as you could love a sander, I love this thing for small parts, inside trays, even edge profiles, things like that. This is where this thing really shines. A lot of people try to compare this to an oscillating tool that just moves side to side. This is not that. This is an orbital sander, so you can actually get a good finished quality sand or a finished quality surface after you sanded with this tool. I love this thing, and for 40 bucks off, $189 today only, this is a no-brainer. And I think before midnight, this deal will sell out. I don't think they'll keep enough of these in stock because these will go fast. Next up, if you don't have a flush trim saw or a pull saw in your shop, this is 41% off, plus there's a 10% clickable coupon before you add it to the cart, and it makes this Japanese saw only $13.49, shipped free with Prime shipping. This is one of those deals, if you don't have one of these, pick it up. You'll use these all the time. I have 2 in the shop. I use them constantly anytime I'm working on projects. Before we get to the rest of the deals, don't fret if you miss anything because I post deals on my website every day, 731woodworks.com. Click on the tool deals button. It's going to open up the current tool deals. Scroll through all of those deals. See if there's anything that you need in your shop. And then at the bottom, you will see more tool deals. There's more pages there, so you can scroll and find more deals. Post them there every day. And speaking of those deals, this is one of those that I posted. I've linked to this one directly in the description, but this is the Skil 10-inch table saw. This is by far the best table saw that I've used for beginners or those on a budget. This is probably the best table saw under $500, and you're not gonna pay $500 for this because right now, it's on sale for $269, and that is a steal for this Skil saw. This is a full-size table saw. You get the rack and pinion fence, which means it's going to stay accurate, stay square to the blade, and it has plenty of power to do anything you need. This is my pick for the first saw you should buy if you're on a budget or if you're just starting out and not sure what you want to get. This is a solid pick for a table saw. And at this price, $269, hard to beat. Next up, this is one of the more popular deals that I've posted recently. This is $200 off the very popular DeWalt DW 735X benchtop planer. This is by far the best benchtop planer on the market as far as I'm concerned. It is so robust. I could stand on this thing. It's just well built. You're not supposed to stand on it, but you can, or I did. This is well built, and you'll love having this thing in the shop. It is one of my favorite tools that I've ever gotten in the shop. Retail price $799. Now this is only $599, and this sale is a limited time sale. I expect this to go back up after Father's Day. Next on the list, if you need some dust collection, especially for your sanders or your routers or small tools like that, or even your miter saw, check out this Bosch dust extractor. It does have an auto clean filter, and this is a HEPA filter, so it's going to filter out those fine dust particles. $150 off of this right now. Retail price $599. Retail price $599. It brings it all the way down to $449. When you go to when you put this in the cart, use code Bosch Savings, all one word. Then you'll see that discount, and you get free shipping here. This is a solid deal if you need a dust extractor. Next up, this deal is limited quantities, and at the time of this filming, we're at about 35% claimed on this. This is the Bora Centipede worktop. It has the 20mm dog holes in there, so you can get work holding and clamping, things like that on your worktop. This is only $70 down from $89. This will probably sell out pretty quick. And if you get that worktop and you don't have the Bora Centipede work base, or if you just want to pick up the base and use plywood on top for your work surface, this is a solid deal. it's only 60 bucks or $59.99. Retail price on this Bora Centipede work-base with the accessories pack, you're looking at retail $109, now $59.99. Good deal. And I think it's free shipping too, if you have Prime. This website's called Woot, and it is owned and operated by Amazon. I've bought things off of Woot before. I have no issues buying things from there. So if you've never heard of this website and you're a little cautious of it, it's a solid website, legit, all that good stuff. Next up, Ryobi days are still going on. Now, if you haven't taken advantage of this and you're either wanting to get into the Ryobi platform or you're already there, this is a solid deal. This is my pick. There's a $99 deal I'll link to in the description, but this deal is the $199 deal. And if you pick up this, you're getting 3 batteries, 2 of the 4 amp hour high output batteries. I think the other one's a 2.5 if I'm not mistaken, but you get a free tool. My pick for the free tool is the Ryobi brushless Airstrike brad nailer. This is one of my favorite Ryobi tools that they've made. I use it all the time on various projects, and it's just a solid tool. If you're in the market and you need a brad nailer, this is a good one. But there are other tools there to choose from: drills, impacts, circular saws, even a vacuum, which I really wouldn't recommend, but if you want to get the vacuum, it's not that great. I don't like that vacuum. But the rest of the tools, pretty solid options. But some people do like the vacuum. So next up, one of my favorite, most funnest purchases that I've made recently. I paid $250 for this A1 Mini from Bamboo Labs, a 3D printer, and right now it's on for $199. It's $50 cheaper than I paid for it. This is one of those things, if you're trying to get into 3D printing, this is the one I would tell you to get, because it's not gonna break the bank at $199. It is easy to set up. I set it up in a few minutes, and it's easy to get started printing. You don't have to know a bunch about 3D printing. There's tons of free files out there. I just posted a video on 3D printing for woodworking. You can go check that out if you're a little intimidated by it, but I'm telling you, this is a good deal for only $199. You get that plus a roll of filament, and for less than 225 bucks, you're printing stuff for your shop. So there you go. Or you can step up to something like this. This is the X1 Carbon, and it is on for $150 off right now. This is like the top of the line. This is the entry level, and there's options in between, and all of them are on sale right now for their anniversary sale. And if you've been thinking about getting into 3D printing, now's the time. Next on the list, my favorite wood storage accessory I've ever bought, and I bought 2 of them. I've got these Bora lumber racks, 1 on each side of the shop. I keep them stacked full. They hold a ton of weight. They're very secure, and they keep your boards from warping and all that stuff. And the most important thing about these is they keep the lumber up out of the way, off the floor, so you're not tripping on it, and it's not like sucking up moisture off the floor or anything like that. I love these things. Solid option, only 34 bucks, 30% off the retail price of $50. These are a must buy if you don't have lumber storage in the shop. Next up is this 14-piece drill bit set. These bits are good for wood or metal, especially for us woodworkers. These are a solid option. And you know how it is, you're always losing a bit or breaking a bit or something like this. For less than $10, pick up this set at DeWalt. It's a good solid option if you need some drill bits. And we all need a few. If you need some parallel clamps, right now you can get this 4-pack of Bora parallel clamps. You get 2 31-inch clamps, 2 24-inch clamps for only $109. Retail on these is about $230, but they typically don't ever sell for that much. But they do sell for in the $150 to $170 range at times on Amazon. This is on Woot again. It's a good solid option if you need some parallel clamps. This is a 4-pack, so you can really stock up on some clamps here if you need those. Next up, 10% off of Bow products site-wide here at Tay Tools. And if you don't know about Bow products, they make feather boards, they make push sticks, and my favorite Bow product, or one of my favorite tools of 2023, as a matter of fact, was their bow extender fence. This is a 46-inch bundle, and that's the one I recommend for most people. It will attach to your job site saw, give you in-feed and out-feed support on those small saws, and also put those feather boards on the fence to give you downward pressure. This is one of the best inventions, in my opinion, for table saws in a very long time. If you haven't checked these out, you gotta check. I made a whole video on it. But if you go ahead and pick these up, they're 10% off right now on this bundle. This bundle was out of stock for a very long time, and finally it's back in stock. And I know a lot of people is gonna be happy about that. Next up, I've got 2 options for routers for you if you're in the market for a router, depending on your needs. This is 31% off the Bosch 1 horsepower Colt palm router. This is great for edge profiles and any lighter duty work. This is a corded version, so you don't have to worry about battery platforms or anything like that. Solid option. Down to 89 bucks, was $129 on retail. This is a solid deal for a router if you're in the market for one of these. Now, there's also the full-size router, which is one of my picks for the best routers you can buy, is the Bosch 1617. This comes with a plunge base and a fixed base. This is a 2.25 horsepower router, and right now you can get it on for only 199 bucks. Its regular retails at $249. This is a solid deal. It's great for router tables or just plunge routing, fixed base routing. It's just a good, solid, powerful router if you need one of those. And if you get those routers and you're going to need some router bits, especially if you're just starting out, that Skill has some on sale for 69 bucks. Retails $119. This is a 30-piece set. This is a good set for if you're just starting out, just to figure out what bits you're really going to use before you buy the higher end bits. And this is one of those starter sets. It's not the best of the best bits out there, but these will get you started, especially for roundovers, chamfers, things like that. These will work just fine for the first several projects. If you're looking for a little bit higher end router bits, I recommend the Whiteside 4-bit sets. You get 2 flush trim bits, you get a chamfer bit and a roundover bit. These are very high quality bits. They're on for right now for about $95, which is about 20-something% off the retail value. Really good set if you want high quality bits. Or if you want to look at the Bosch set, there's $20 off. Clickable coupon before you add it to your cart. Once it's in the cart, you won't see the discount until you start the checkout process. Then you'll see the $20 off of this Bosch set. You get 30 router bits here. This is a higher end set. It's got that carbide tipped bits, so they're going to last a little bit longer. I don't think they're as high quality as the Whiteside, but still a good solid option for you. Regular 110 down to 90 after the clickable coupon. Now let's not get this twisted, as they say nowadays. 94% of the fathers preferred tools over socks and ties, but probably 99.9% would just enjoy a phone call or a hug on the neck if you do see them. So remember that when you're shopping for Dad's deals. And if you're shopping for your own deals, buy what you want. You know what I'm saying? You earned it. If you like saving money on tools, you got to check out my Home Depot shopping secrets that they don't want you to know. Click that box right there. Click in the box, get you the big old virtual fist bump. Good luck on these deals.